What's up and welcome to another episode of Scatter Report. We're here today looking at a game between myself on the left and the guy from my locals named Sid. I'm playing a mono blue SS3 control deck. Really love this deck, but it's not performing as well as it used to. Sid, on the other hand, is playing a Hirudegarn red-blue, kind of mid-range aggro deck. Super strong, and you'll see just how potent it is in this game. So I wanted to commentate over this game, not because it was a specifically great game. Sid kind of ran through me here, but I do want to talk about the things I did wrong versus aggro and how you might learn from that and get better yourself. So I go first. In this matchup, you actually want to go second. You want the card advantage, not energy advantage. You're going to get the energy advantage anyways, but you definitely want the card advantage. And you'll see throughout the first few turns, I make the wrong move every time. And I don't know exactly why I did this. Probably just, set in my ways, not used to playing the aggro matchup like this. But you'll see just how potent these quick decks are. So it looks like I got Mafuba, Whisa's Coercion, I've got a Sensu Bean, a Gohan, and a Boo. So a few options for defense here. We'll see which one I pick. I believe this is mistake number 1 here. So he's going to swing in just for 10, and mistake number 1, blocking this attack. Because he has one red open and can recycle energy a bunch, I really shouldn't have let that attack go through to keep the card advantage up. So he's just gaining cards, he can pass, and he's good to go. But I'm down to what, 4 cards? He's up at probably 7. This is not a great place to start. So I gotta charge one, bring me down to 3. And I'll make another mistake here, I believe. I made the right charge with the Mafuba. It's going to be tough to use without the extra energy, and Sensu Beans are generally a little bit better against all their small guys. But probably shouldn't have attacked. Might be okay, but it just gets him closer to awakening, lets him extend his plays, and just gets more cards in his hand while I'm so small in the hand. It's not great. So he's got the giant hand, I've got the small hand, and it's going to get to a point where there's not much I can do here. I should have taken the damage the first turn, just to get the cards in hand. Sometimes it's worth taking the damage and then comboing out of the crits or negating the crits, but anytime it's just from their leader early, it's like they're gonna awaken you anyways. Makes it so you don't have to waste energy on your awakening cards. It's pretty solid. He plays the Bodyguard Legic for free. Bodyguard Legic's actually really solid in these aggro decks. You're able to play it for free, and it's a 15k hitter that you can then flute back to your hand and play again for free, so you can sit there and swing a few times over and over if you really want to. There's a bug on the card. I don't know where the bug came from, but it came out of nowhere. Yep, so he's going to start going off with these kind of 2 energy cycle decks with blue-red. And I Sensu Bean up, get up to 15. I probably should have just Sensu Bean twice, just to get myself up to 20, and Sensu Bean early is always better than Sensu Beaning late. Wouldn't have had to waste that 10k draw card. But he can just go over and over and over, swinging over and over. And he makes the right choice here. Keep me from, my hand's so small with 2 cards that he doesn't really have to pressure me to keep the advantage. So he's just going to attack the Gohan, knowing that I probably won't defend it here because I have such a small hand. And he's going to get to awaken himself. He probably should have attacked it with maybe the Legic. Might have been a better choice than the Kaba, just to save the double strike from me, but I don't know, it doesn't really matter that much. But he's got just such ridiculous card advantage on me right now that there's really nothing I can do. So this may have been a mistake for him. I don't think he needed to waste a super combo on this. He probably just could have gone up 5, get it to 20, and then I'm letting it die. Like if he would have left it at 15, I probably would have kept the boo, used the boo on it just to, you know, force him to swing again at it. But it's really not worth a super combo, I don't think. But he may be looking for a card in his hand that he specifically wants. Alright, so with Hirudegarn, even though he's at 4, you don't necessarily want to awaken right at 4. His effect actually on his unawakened side before full energy is quite a bit better. He can also, at this point, you know, play a like double strike or something, then awaken in the middle of the combo step to boost this guy up by 5. Not a bad way to do it. We'll see what he does. So discards the Zeno, pretty solid discard. I don't have much of a board and no hand, so you probably won't need that. And Sensu Bean to bring it back up. So 15. And then I think this is another mistake again for me. I should have just taken it. Like, it's not a crit. My hand's tiny. Like, you need to be managing your hand size versus aggro and trying to either keep up with them or outpace them in terms of hand size, and I just did everything wrong. So now he's going to be able to draw crit here, and I only have 2 cards in hand to his, I don't know, 5 or 6. So he's just going to lay into me here to make sure I take this crit attack. And at this point, with such a hand advantage, he's not scared of me snapping back and killing him because he knows I'm going to have to drop my whole hand if I want to survive. But now the Bean restart his turn. It's ridiculous. And a Champa. So if I would have taken this last one, may have been able to defend this, and of course I lose 2 of my best cards in the crit, super combo, and a Vegito. But I am able to awaken now. We'll see what he does. And he's going to pass. Probably the smart thing to do. He's pretty far ahead. So once again, probably the wrong thing to charge. I think in my brain I was thinking, you know, Sensu Bean is good against all his small guys. But, you know, sometimes the Boo, just getting that extra card, get the extra 5k combo on the board and whatever you draw. Let's see what I would have got from it. So it was, I think, a Dragon Fist, which isn't very helpful. But I just swing to his Kaba, get rid of the double strike. That way, you know, take out one of his game finishers. Then I played the Vegito here. and swing into Trunks, try to clear his board, and he's definitely gonna get out of this, I believe. No counter. Okay. No combo from me. No need. I think he can just let it die. Yeah, not a big deal. So I pass. Now he's got to swing into that Vegito, which is, it's a bit to deal with, but he's got quite a big hand. To, you know, he's got, I don't even know how many, 6 or 7 cards to my like 4 or 5. So he's going to be able to get through it and get rid of it. And if I want to save it, I'm going to have to put a bunch of resources towards it. One good thing about it though is he's not going to be able to really get rid of it. He could potentially put down a red here and chain attack Zeno to get rid of it, but with the hand advantage he has, it's potentially, you know, could turn the tides of the game. So I got an at all cost Vegeta. Not a great card to get in this situation. I don't want to take the 2 life here. Actually, I remember what this deck was. So one of the reasons this game didn't go super well for me is because, so the day before this, I got a draw in the finals at our other shop we go to. I was playing more Yajirobis, more draw power, Tapions instead of the all-in Vegeta. So this day I thought I would try something a little different, and you know, took all the Tapions out, took out some of the draw power, and put in the Weskai to give that card a try. It helped out in quite a few of the games in the day, but in this aggro matchup, you need the card advantage, and I just never got it. And you know, someone like Yajirobe can shut down their whole turn with killing off one of their dudes super fast for really low energy. And he's able to play one of the best new cards in, or the best new card in the tournament pack, which is Burst Attack Gohan. If you're not playing with that card and you're playing a red deck, that card is amazing. It fixes your hand, which is something that red struggles with, is it can, you know, get low on hand size if you let it. But being able to come in with a, you know, 15k crit guy, and then be able to, you know, draw 2 cards, get you back to 6. It's a real great like turn. If you're playing SS3, we have 3 energy, and you're, you know, didn't get your awakening card. It's pretty sick to, you know, just get your hand back up to 6 right away, and put pressure, and hopefully make them drop cards because it is crit. They're either gonna have to negate it or combo out of it because they don't want to take that crit damage early, if ever. And if that card survives, you know, a second turn, it is nothing but value. So he's able to, and the thing here with Hirudegarn is that super combo is just nasty. Like, his hand that is already bigger than mine becomes even larger as he discards a card and draw 2. It's a +1 for him every time. Actually, his hand's not all that big. So he's going to go up to 35,000, which is pretty high. Force me to combo 20,000 if I want to get out of it. Let's see if he goes even more. And 50,000. So 45,000. And so what? And he's able to do this and get rid of his whole hand because of that burst attack. So it's not a big deal. He probably, if he combos with this, probably a mistake. I don't have enough cards in my hand to make it really. He's gonna max out my combo, and at this point, I think I just let the Vegito die. It's like I got 5 cards worth of value out of his hand for my 1. It's pretty solid. 6 cards of value and one of the best cards in his deck. So just let it go. Pretty good exchange. I think at this point I was thinking that I might be back in a little bit, but this burst attack just brings him right back in the game. It's like, swing. I don't have any negates, which would have been great here. And he gets 2 cards, his hand's back to being something rather than nothing. And he puts on the pressure. I don't think I can combo out of this. So this hurts bad. Two beans. Pretty good. 2 here. May have been... I don't think I could have out-comboed for the... But this really hurts. Takes my whole hand, basically. And you're witnessing me being terrible at math in my head. And drop my whole hand to get out of that. I really can't take the crit, but I probably should have, because he wasted so much that now he just, you know, he has carte blanche to swing with that Trunks, and I can do nothing about it. So I'm going to take the crit anyways. See, if I was him, I probably would have swung with the... Well, I guess he'd have to take another life that leaves himself vulnerable. If he doesn't have a Fu in hand. And I take a risk here, I believe, by charging this card. I probably shouldn't have. This is another mistake. I just have terrible, terrible hand management this game, but I definitely should have taken this. I could have put down that guy. And I think the reason I didn't put him down is because he doesn't get the KO or the triple strike when he takes his effect, but I could have got a 20k guy, killed the Gohan, and got 2 more cards out of my life. Would have been pretty solid. And now I'm stuck in hand with a terrible card to see at this time, which is Fu Shrouded Mystery. It's really a dead card. It's just a 10k combo piece. Nothing I can do. He doesn't even need to charge energy. Just start swinging with crit, and there's nothing I can do. And, yep, combo up just enough that I'm not going to be able to get out of it. And I lose another negate, which would have been awesome here. And looks like he forgot to stand up one of his energies, which is a little bit of a misplay, but I don't think it matters. So, and actually, if I was him, I probably would have charged an energy and gotten to 4 energy, because then that turns on Hirudegarn's effect, and if I'm so low in hand size, all he has to do is swing with anything, put a card in my hand, swing with leader, take the card out of my hand, and you're just, you know, making me cycle down through my life. And now that's game. So, I mean, learn from my mistakes. This was like literally one of the worst games I had in a while. It was really bad. Instantly was like, I gotta take that Vegito out, going back to the draw power, going back to the Right Awakening cards. You know, sometimes it's fun to try new stuff out, but most of the time you just gotta pay for it. So go with what is working for you, and if you're actually trying to win, stick with it. But you know, it's always worth trying out something different, and that Vegeta card is pretty sick. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something, learned from my mistakes, and you know, we're going to the LA Regional on Friday. Should be pretty sick. Hope to see some of you guys there. Peace out.